So it's a micromanaging thing. It's a preference. It doesn't matter if I was listening to fucking straight up pigs squealing. If I thought that was my favorite kind of music. You're just a fucking bully. I can feel it. You're the reason why I play like that. Because it pisses me off that you have no fucking respect at all towards my mental health. You have no compassion at all. In fact, you want to see me go in the opposite direction. You want me to get worse. And ultimately kill myself. Because when I posted on Facebook that I was going to, and it says who read it, the next day is when Jen yelled at me. Just made something up. And I accepted it. I took it. And it says that she read it. There should have been some sort of heads up that after I give anything of value in my car and everything else that I possibly could up, that things are going to start to change once I'm really nice and stuck. You know what drove me crazy? This is what I meant by gang stalking. Exactly what you're doing. You listened to my story, and you said, "Oh, that sounds like fun. Let's try that." This is exactly what everyone was doing to me in Medford. And you want to hear evil. Evil is listening to someone tell their story about how they were chased out of town, out of their old town, by an entire mob of fucking people, and having to start over. Like a witness protection pro, I had to start fucking over in a new town. Fresh start, right? What's evil is starting rumors about trying to get everyone to not like the person that just moved here to escape the town that he had to leave by a mob of people. Trying to get people to not like him when he moves into the new town. That's pure evil. Didn't even mention the putting the Black Widow in my bed. Turning off the hot water when I shower. Screaming, yelling, throwing things at the shared wall because my tapping in my iPad's too loud. Doing the most innocent thing on earth, drawing on my iPad. And things are getting thrown against the wall at 3 a.m. We've proven it's all for show. I went out there and smoked a pre-rolled cigarette on the ground. All I used was the fucking ashtray and put it right back. I didn't eat even though I was hungry. I went straight back in here. 3 o'clock in the morning, banging up pillows, vacuuming and huffing and puffing like it was like I just destroyed the place. I didn't even sit on the fucking couch. I did that on purpose. Then the next day I was told by both parties, 2 different conversations, that they were gone for 24 hours when it was 12 when I heard the vacuuming. And who says 24 hours like that? Both like they were told to say that. So one of them would be bound to say, we're gone all day. Or for a while. They both said 24 hours like a robot. And it was 12 hours since I heard. It was 3 o'clock. In the morning, what happened was 3 o'clock when I was told that they were gone for 24 hours, but it was 12 when I was talking to them. Not only that, I didn't even fucking know Jen before I moved in here. I didn't come to stay with Jen. I didn't come to live with Jen because it'd be better. It's the best thing for me. I was advised by everyone around that it would be the best thing for me to stay with my dad, my father, my blood father, while I'm going through all this shit. I never would have came and stayed with Jen. Never even met her until the day I moved in. Yep, I know you're there. Okay. And I think it's sick that you're still doing it. You saw it was affecting me, and actually you did it more. I mentioned my PTSD. Now it's used as a form of communication. But I thank you for that one, actually, because I've, instead of getting scared every time I heard a thump, a pound, or something like that, because before it was, I had the feeling of somebody that was charging at me, with a fucking knife or something. It was just a terror feeling that just shocked all the way through my body every time I heard thumps and pounds. It was a PTSD. That's the only way I could explain it. Didn't matter if I was at a park full of children. If a basketball was hitting on the floor, it's gonna give me that just searing, like, sharp needles all over, just because, this I can't even describe it. Everybody knew I was fucked up coming in here. I came in here saying that I was gonna kill myself. But as soon as I mentioned the whole PTSD thing, it turned into a form of communication. Now anytime something's being done that they don't like, it's pound, bang, boom, pow, and screaming. And that fucked with me so much that I don't get scared anymore. I get angry. Now when I hear a bang, I get pissed. Unintentional one, obviously. There's normal ones, you can tell the difference. When I'm taking a shower for too long and it's bang slam every fucking, you could tell the difference. That was done directly to fuck with me, because it didn't even happen before I mentioned the PTSD thing, and then once I did, and everybody's aware of it. I mentioned it multiple times, and even Dad brought it up when I showed my project on the TV. Is that how you got your is that how your eye got all messed up? Because I had a short clip of my ex-wife breaking down the fucking bathroom door with me inside. Like, literally shouldering, breaking it the fuck down. Everybody's aware. I've left 3 notes on the door saying, "Please do not talk to me," or like yell things at me from another room. I'm trying to figure this shit out, and that's just gonna fuck it up worse for me. I need to see your balls. That's not. I mean, anyone with schizophrenia, or anyone anything, even the fucking internet, if you just Google it or something. Anyone with what they're saying I have, that is the worst thing you could possibly fucking do to someone. I would rather you fucking poison my food than trying to fuck up my brain even more when I was already leaning towards people. I think it's people doing this to me. I'm almost convinced it's people doing this to me, and if there's people fucking with me while I'm already almost convinced, I'm gonna lean more towards people and not schizophrenia. But if it turns out I am schizophrenic and I have people fuck with me and I'm leaning more towards this way, that's just gonna put me in a fucking horrible spot. You're pointing me down the wrong direction, pal, to getting better. I'll accept schizophrenia if it makes sense. But now I'm even leaning more towards people. Even more. That's fucking up my quest. I was prescribed schizophrenia medication from a doctor. So I don't know if that technically means that I am schizophrenic or if it, I'm diagnosed or whatever, but he prescribed schizophrenia medication to me that I was taking. I didn't take it for the duration that you're supposed to. I told him I didn't, and then we tried it again, and then, because you have to take it for like a month before it even kicks in or something like that. This is supposed to be helpful. Not sure exactly. That's just what I was told. I was, to people that I did trust, and, asked them what they thought about me. I was reluctant to move, and it took a month. I called Mold like 14 times, I think. Just, are you sure that it's okay? Everything. Got here, even had Jen saying, because I told her about I told them all everything. I said I am fucking fearful of my shit getting fucking jacked. So even like the smallest, like if I leave it out or something, just please just let me at least take a look or something, because I have horrible PTSD and I've shown videos of it. I wasn't able to record all of it, but I was fucking. It's hard to even think about how actually painful all of that was. While I'm fucking being eaten alive, tortured, people are fucking looking at me with disgust, and I got jumped, basically by a whole fucking mob of people, and then the only people that stopped to help were the ones that would grab my wallet or my watch when they were helping me up. It's sick. This is the means for somebody. I must be pretty fucking a lot stronger than I thought. Because this, with all this stress and how everyone fucking hates you all the fucking time, and to be pushed into a corner and still be in the fucking way all the fucking time. I don't know how I have not killed myself. I've fallen asleep with this wire wrapped around my neck 4 nights. It's been a couple nights since I did it, but in hopes of that I would just pass out. Like it would, I don't know if you ever pass yourself out, you'd like hyperventilate and then hold your breath and then you pass out. I was hoping something like that would happen in my sleep and I just wouldn't wake up with the rope tied enough around my neck that I would fall asleep and not even know that it killed me. Since I don't have the balls to do it myself. It's the initial plunge, I think. Survival mode kicks in. Plus I got bad squirrel's disease. By the time I'm like, fucking, like, whatever I'm gonna do, get a rope or fucking write a note, whatever. By the time I'm done doing it, it's been like a couple hours. I'm like, fuck, you know what? I'm kind of over it. It took too long getting everything ready. But anyways, I even had Jen say, you don't have to worry about that. You're home now. Bullshit. I even had Jen apologize for yelling from another room. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot, I said, oh, no, it's okay, thank you. Like, I'm not even gonna say, because it wasn't even when we first moved in. It was like months and months in. And then I left multiple notes on the door explaining this, that's the worst thing you could do to me. I would rather you punch me in the fucking face then have me guess if you're yelling from another. If I got up every time I thought someone was yelling my name, I'd be answering the door every 15 fucking minutes. I'd be going and finding my dad or Jen and saying, "Did you call me?" Every 15 minutes. If I got up every time that you know, they pretended to be them, or the voices or whatever the fuck is going on. I hear familiar voices, people screaming for help. I hear 24/7, I hear conversations, just negative shit to say about me. So by the time anyone ever talks to me about anything like negatively, which is, I mean, Jen, because she's the only one that does, I've already been hearing it. And I'm at my wit's fucking end when she's just saying something to me. So, and I have to remember that. I have to remember that it wasn't her always saying all those things for days and days and days so far. And I'm sick of fucking hearing it. So when she tells me I need to acknowledge that that wasn't all her, then I do. And I try to apologize, and I accept it, even when I didn't do it. And I'm having a hard time with the logic. I mean, I get it. Obviously, that's not how I fucking play piano or any instrument. It was pissing me off what I was hearing. And it comes, I mean, I can't listen to it anymore because it's deceitful as shit. But I used to be pretty good about reading someone. Just one look, and I could tell if they're having a bad day, if they, need some extra attention, if they want to be left alone. Obviously, you have to be kind of good at that to do what I was doing on the side. Not my city job, but being a tattoo artist, like, you had to be pretty good about reading people, seeing if they're uncomfortable, if they just wanted to get in, get out, if they wanted to, if they weren't crunched on time, if Uber driving. Always had to break the ice, have something funny and witty to say. I can't use that anymore. I have to ignore it. But if you're using my mental disability to, I don't know, let's just say scream things at me hypothetically, and then pretend like nothing happened when I see you, you're sick. And I don't get the logic half the time. Usually when I'm like, if I'm playing music, the music gets blared like 10 times as loud out there. So it's obviously I'm not being too loud because the music's blaring now. So what is it? You just don't like the fact that I don't like the same music as you? Is it a territory thing? I don't fucking know, man. I don't get it. But literally, if I fucking, the tapping of my iPad was the messages that I got on Facebook. I was drawing and pissing people off. That's the most innocent thing you could possibly fucking do. I'm sitting in a room in a fort trying to muffle this fucking sound with the door shut, window shut, drawing on my iPad. Basically coloring in a fucking coloring book. And it's pissing them off. I've been pushed here. I don't even want to touch the floor. I'm in a floating bubble. And I'm still in the way. The other day with the whole plate, the sink was full of soapy water with dishes already in it. I made pancakes and cleaned all of it. What was said is that what we needed a big long talk about is because I left my plate in the sink that already had soap and dishes in it already. That just, it blows my mind. I mean, I don't get it. And the conversations that take place. I mean, obviously, Jen's gotten to the point where her responses is whatever's going to disagree with me. To the point where she makes mistakes. Like telling me that she asked why I didn't put my bottle out in the bottle thing. And I said, oh, it's super late at night and I don't want the light to wake you guys. And instantly, without thinking, she said, the light's not going to wake us. Really? Really? There's a lot more I have to say, but I'm not going to spill it all right now. I'm not fucking stupid.